Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, so if you want to see what I'm going to talk about today, then keep watching. And welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Don't forget to give me a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Now, I normally do crochet videos, but as people may know or may not know, I am studying to become a mental health nurse, and sometimes I talk about mental health and some of the issues around mental health, hence my badge. Do you like it? It says, I don't know if you can see it, end mental health stigma. So I'm a proud wearer of that badge. So today I'm going to be talking about the Truth Project. And just a bit of a disclaimer, this might be a bit triggering, this video, because it does, the Truth Project is about child sexual abuse and the consequences into adult life of child sexual abuse. So if this video is not for you, please feel free to not watch. I am going to leave the comments open, so if anybody needs to message me or leave a comment, please feel free to leave a comment, but negative comments will be deleted because I ain't got time for that on this subject, just saying. So, right, start at the start. So the Truth Project is part of the independent inquiry into child sex abuse. It was set up, it's commissioned by the government. I think it was last year it started, or it might have been 2017. Unfortunately, it is only based in England and Wales. It does not include Northern Ireland or Scotland. And the Truth Project was set up to give victims / survivors, however you identify yourself, of child sexual abuse a voice. And the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse is all about how institutions and agencies that are supposed to safeguard children have failed in the past, and also that they are failing at the moment. That is their mantra, that is on their website, or we'll leave all the links to this literature in the description bar below if you are interested. So yeah, the Truth Project was set up to give victims and survivors of childhood sexual abuse a voice, to talk about their experiences, how institutions or agencies such as police, social services, etc., may have let them down, and how things can be improved in the future. So the government commissioned it, but it is independent from the government, and the research that is being carried out is not by government agencies, it's by an independent commission. So far, so the independent commission there's like three research projects, and the Truth Project is one of them. So what happens is, if you have been a victim of child sexual abuse in England and Wales, and you feel that you are ready to talk about it, you can contact the Truth Project and tell your story. So you can either do it, you can meet with them in person. They have special centres, they've set up centres for people to come and give their interviews, and you can take support with you. You can do it over the phone, or you can do it in writing. This subject is extremely close to my heart because, and I'm going to own this, and I'm really nervous about putting this out there on the internet, but it is so important that it gets spoken about. I was a victim of childhood sexual abuse, and looking back, this is what led to my mental health problems. And part of the research that has come out is that a lot of people that have been sexually abused as children have mental health issues. Is it any wonder? Addiction, self-loathing, there's all these things. So I put myself forward to be part of the Truth Project. So you contact them, you just fill out a form. It's really simple. Fill out a form. You can say how you want to be contacted: phone, text, post, email. So I'm like really nervous talking about this. And then they will contact you and arrange an interview. So you don't have to have your interview in your hometown. There are bases, I think they're in Cardiff, Exeter, Doncaster, London, I think, is where their hubs are. Or you can do a phone interview, or you can write down your experience. And it gives you a chance to talk about your experience. It's non-judgmental. Speak about it as freely, as much or as little as you want, and how it has impacted your life and how agencies may have failed you. And I'm not saying that all people have failed by agencies, but quite a few people in the past have been failed by certain agencies, as we well know because of publicised research, etc, etc. So you are offered a support worker who will contact you if you need it. You don't have to use a support work network if you don't want to use it. They will talk you through everything. They introduce themselves before your interview. They meet you at your desired location of your interview. They pay for your travel. So if you're not in any of those areas, or you want to choose a different area, they will pay for you to travel and will pay for one night accommodation as part of the commission, because they are really engaging and they really want to hear people's stories so things can change in the future. And then afterwards you are offered support from your support worker, and if you chose not to take up that support before you had your interview but you feel that you need it, then you can also use a support worker. They are brilliant, and I just think if this has affected anybody, and I've got nearly like 6,000 subscribers, and 2,000 people have already come forward since the Truth Project opened, and 2,000 people have already been interviewed about their experience of child sexual abuse and how it has impacted their lives, how they felt let down by agencies, etc, etc. And I know it's a really tough subject to talk about, but it needs to be spoken about, and it needs to be out there, and people need to have conversations about it, because this is so important. It ruins lives, totally ruins lives. It ruins adulthood. So many people that struggle with addiction were abused as children, because you just get this horrible self-loathing, self-worthless feeling that you're just dirt, and you are not, and none of this is your fault. The only person to blame in this situation is the person who abused you and the agencies that let you down if they did. So I encourage anybody, they are absolutely brilliant. I'm also part of the Independent Commission to Child Sexual Abuse Forum. So I am part of that. So we get research, statistics, data that has come out, everything's updated. You get a chance to put your opinions through of like questions on how the whole research project is made, really. And I will put all the information to the links below. And I just wanted to say, I think it is so important that people speak out about this and people talk about this. And if you feel strong enough to share your story and own it, because none of it was your fault at all. The only person to blame is the person who abused you. You are not worthless. You are not ugly. You are not disgusting. The only person that is all those things is the person that abused you. End of. And if I can help one person to feel better, that like they might be feeling on the edge and they just can't go on anymore because this has happened to them, then it's worth it and it's worked. And I will leave in the description box details of contact, because obviously this is only in England and Wales. I will leave contacts. I will try and get as many details for like not major countries, but like for America and things like that. So if anybody does need support, do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer alone. This is not your fault. I know that this is not your fault. You didn't ask for this to happen. And that is just my little spiel about the Truth Project. As I said, I will leave all the information below. If you're kind of, oh, I don't know whether to do it, or I don't know, I'm undecided, I don't know if I'm strong enough, just have a look at their website. Even if you contact them and then change your mind, they are fine about that. They are amazing people. The support they give is unbelievable. And as I said, it's your chance to have your voice heard and to help prevent things like this happening in the future. But unfortunately, I think that there will always be people like this in the world. But how to protect children and future generations of children so they don't end up damaged, hurt, and having to repiece their lives together because of what's happened to them. So that is it. And if you're still watching, thank you. I just wanted to put it out there and say, please contact them. And if you do need help, I will leave as many links as I can down below. So that is it. I will be back on Friday with a Film It Friday. And if anybody needs a hug or just to say you are beautiful, you are loved, you know, it's true. And as I said, none of this is your fault if you have been a victim. So with that, I will say goodbye and I will see you on Friday for a Film It Friday.